WWE Battleground in Tampa, Florida felt like a prequel, a prologue if you will. It felt like the quiet before the storm that will be SummerSlam in August. In theory, that isn't the worst possible idea. In WWE's eyes, SummerSlam is the second biggest annual event of the year, behind WrestleMania of course. So it makes sense for the WWE to save all of its big happenings for an event of such stature. The only problem with that is that events like Battleground suffer. That's what happened Sunday night. On paper, Battleground should have been a very entertaining show. I personally looked forward to 4 or 5 matches on the card, which is something I haven't done in quite some time. What we got instead was more or less like the prelude to bigger things to come. One match over-delivered whereas the other is underwhelmed. If you are a subscriber to the WWE Network, this may or may not upset you. If you ordered this event via traditional pay-per-view, and paid upwards of $50 of your hard-earned money, then you are definitely upset. Before we go any further, let us run through the results. Pre-show match, Ambrose def. Fandango. Pre-show match, Cameron def. Naomi. WWE Tag Team Championship, the Usos def. The Wyatt family. WWE Divas Championship, Ali def. Paige. Rusev def. Jack Swagger via countout. Chris Jericho def. Bray Wyatt. The Miz wins the Intercontinental Championship in a Battle Royal. WWE World Heavyweight Championship, John Cena def. Randy Orton, Kane, Roman Reigns. Main event didn't live up to the hype. Although the outcome of John Cena retaining his title was kind of obvious, I thought that getting to that point would make for some quality entertainment. Was I so wrong for thinking that 4 capable performers like Cena, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton and Kane could pull this off? I don't think so. What we got was a pretty standard match that had a less than inspired finish. There wasn't much to it. There could have been, but there just wasn't. I expected more, which was something I said multiple times during this show. Chris Jericho vs. Bray Wyatt was underwhelming. I expected more from this match as well. I don't know what it was with these two. Maybe Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt need more time to build up chemistry with each other, but this match on this night did not live up to its potential. The finish, which I called correctly, came out of nowhere and the crowd wasn't feeling it. Instead of feeling good that Jericho had defeated Wyatt, they were left wondering what just happened. I wasn't upset by the outcome. I thought Jericho needed the victory to give him back some credibility. I simply wasn't a huge fan of how it was executed. Seth Rollins vs. Dean Ambrose never happened. At the very least, I expected Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to have an actual match together. The fans didn't even receive that Sunday night, which alone helped this event fall short of expectations. Rollins and Ambrose did have a couple of scrums throughout the show, which I guess was supposed to satisfy the fans until they got to the two of them in the ring together. I can see why the WWE went about this the way they did. Firstly, it builds anticipation for their potential match at SummerSlam. Seeing them brawl each other simply made me want to see the match even more. If these two are booked to go at it at SummerSlam, it should steal the show, just like I thought it would at Battleground. Like I said earlier, if you pay to see this event via traditional pay-per-view, you have every right to be upset that this match didn't take place. I am pretty sure there are lots of people that bought this event wanting to see this particular match among others. Unfortunately, they didn't get that. Tag team title match tore the house down. Speaking of stealing the show, that's exactly what the Usos and the Wyatt family did at Battleground during their best 2 out of 3 falls match. The first 2 falls happened kind of quickly and were sort of uneventful. The last fall, however, was fantastic. These two teams took this match much further than I expected, and my expectations were pretty high. The numerous near falls, the crazy sequences of moves had the crowd going crazy at the Tampa Bay Times Forum, and rightfully so. These two teams were leaving it all in the ring. Everyone talks about how pay-per-views need a hot opening match to get the crowd going for the rest of the show. The Usos and the Wyatt family provided just that. Unfortunately, the rest of the card did not deliver. After this match, the momentum of the show went along very slowly and even grinded to a complete stop at times.